News. It is 8:25 in the evening. It is Thursday, April 3rd of the year 2025. We are in Ciudad Juarez, coming in from flying in from the first we started in Culiacán to City of Mexico, from City of Mexico into City of Juarez. Right now we are over here. What we saw in Culiacan, we are about to release I will try to make it a 25 to 30-minute video of a compile information of what we got in the war in Culiacan, Sinaloa, of the cartel war between the two most dangerous, or one of the two most dangerous organized crimes in the country. It's a lot of videos. If you guys have seen my social media, I haven't released any videos yet for security reasons, first and foremost. And second of all, because I compile all the information and explain it on a live stream so you can understand profoundly what every single situation and what happened in every single location. My colleague and brother Ben Berquam has been releasing videos from our visit in Culiacan. One of them went extremely one of the mausoleum cemetery of the cartel, which is incredible to see how the cartel has enough money to build these houses or small mansions of a cemetery for their loved ones to rest in peace as leaders or kingpins of the organized crime. We visited several places. One of the things that I can tell you in our analysis, the government has been inoperative, inefficient to end this war. And it's sad to see what is happening to the Culiacan people. For 5 months in a war that is nonstop, they are suffering from anxiety, depression, and the kids are suffering ultimately for psychological trauma. And what do I say about the children? The children are doing emergency exercises for shootouts. They're doing it randomly during a week. Elementary, kindergarten, and junior high school, all the way to colleges. This is how aggravated it is. There's no nightlife. Culiacan is like a town. At around 6, 7 o'clock at night, businesses are closing. At around 8 o'clock at night, nobody's out in the streets. In the morning life starts at around 8 o'clock in the morning. People start circulating with their automobiles and walking outside. 5 o'clock in the morning, you will see a ghost town also. The war is continuing in the far parts of the mountains. Just today, an informative report was led by our contact and colleague over there in Culiacan, and there was an attack, 2 National Guardsmen, where one of them was a drone explosive attack, and he lost his leg, one of them. We will add those videos ultimately in our compiled video that we will be releasing in the next incoming week. Multiple shootings, multiple National Guardsmen dying in these confrontations. Little towns and villages being taken over by the organized crime and the cartel. Give it a like to this video, hit that button. We have almost 100 people. If you get that like button, we can get a little bit more people. I'm just doing an informative report from over here from City of Juarez. So if you get that like button, or hit that button. We were at a part, and it was incredible. We were going to a rough neighborhood, really insecure. And in this rough neighborhood, just moments after we left, there was a kidnapping, and everything was so normal. These kind of things happen continuously. multiple shrines of La Santa Muerte in every part of the city, and big statues of this statue that they worship. And we visited several places which the insecurity is completely aggravating. The tension, you can actually feel it in the air in the morning. Late at night, it is impossible for you to be circulating and being alone. The collective groups that they basically protect the rough neighborhoods, these young kids, they ride on motorcycles and they are vigilant to illegal and illicit activity in these towns. This is not normal. It is a war that has extended for 5 months, and it is a war that the government has been completely incompetent to stop. The Culiacan people want this to end. They are tired. It has affected the economical business as hotels, tourism, food industry, restaurants, normal average life of citizens. It has affected them directly. It is not a lie. It is not a conspiracy. It is a reality. These people are suffering greatly. But what I, thought that it was more interesting, and what I thought that it was more ridiculous, and what I thought that it was more shameful and cynical. We went to the governmental palace of Culiacan. Our contact over there in Culiacan told us the governor of Culiacan left his house to live safeguarded in the third floor of the governmental palace. Meanwhile, citizens are out trying to protect themselves from a shooting and trying to make an economy out of themselves, trying to go back to their normal lives. Culiacan lives comfortably inside of his government palace, safeguarded by the ministerial police or the national or the local police, protected. Meanwhile, the citizens are out, vulnerable to an attack. That multiple people that they were innocent have died on these shootings that they occur randomly in the middle of nowhere. They are called topones, basically bumpers or bumping each other. And this happens randomly. You can see a convoy of bad people and a convoy of good people. And the good people fight they bumped each other, and it's a shootout. And this happens regularly, continue in this part. It is a war that it hasn't stopped, and a war that is going to basically continue, sadly. In the next week, I will be releasing a compiled video, small documentary, you can say, what we encountered and what we basically recorded. And we want to inform every single one of you. I did it in Spanish and in English. I want to inform every single one of you of the situation that these people are living, sadly, in their country. It is something that it is greatly concerning. And it is a normalized conduct that this needs to be taken from the root so it won't happen to the United States of America. This is what the progressive liberals wanted in the United States. This is beyond terrorism. A terrorist has his mode operandi. He knows what to do, what to expect, and what kind of terror he wants to implement. These individuals, they're not terrorists. They're beyond that. They enjoy this kind of activity. They are profiting out of this activity, and it's a reality. They basically normalize this activity to be part of a job, you can say. And they adapt to this kind of to be normal. And this reflects on the society. The society adapts to this conduct, and portrays in their minds it's okay. Kidnapping just happened, it's okay. Somebody got abducted, it's okay. Somebody got shot, it's part of life. Somebody's head was cut and then leave it on the sidewalk, it's okay. Every day happens. This kind of conduct, it is the one that I am addressing to you. This is why a normalization of illicit and illegal conduct, it is always needs to be cut from the root, so it won't be normalized. I will be releasing a compiled video documentary, small documentary, next week. It is going to take me a little work to compile all the videos together and to put it together of how it has affected the economy, secure places and really unsafe places that we visited, but also the compiled evidence of massive attacks and how this place, it is not fixing upon themselves. They need the military now, an infiltration of the military immediately now, and they need ultimately to be saved. You know, why we went down there, and why to expose the reality of why they need to be emergency and in a state of emergency be designated as terrorists. Second of all, how this was a copy paste of what is going to what it was going to happen to the United States of America. So this will not happen inside of the United States of America. That thousands that were infiltrated to, normalize this conduct. Thank you so much for your incredible support. We are in City of Juarez, and we are basically reporting over here. We reported today that the National Guard, it is potentially working at a vehicle tree, doing inspections, random inspections in the vehicles before they arrive to the port of entry of crossing, vehicle port of entry of crossing into the United States of America. One of them is El Paso del Norte, and they have an inspection point crossing this El Paso del Norte in Mexico. Their purpose is to basically crack down the possible traffickers of fentanyl or synthetic drugs, and to decrease the level of trafficking of humans inside hiding of vehicles, right? Randomly picking vehicles as the United States Customs do also. A lot of them say it's all for show. If it is for show, something is being done. Imagine the past administration was not doing absolutely nothing. At least this administration that is doing something to push our government to do something about it and to protect both sides of the aisle. God bless you all. Thank you so much for joining in. I will be releasing this video in the next incoming days. We are going to rest for a couple of days. We are extremely exhausted. It's every time that I travel and do my coverages, more than the physical, it is the psychological exhaustion that we absorbed and that we just want to, sit back and rest for a day or two. And after that, we can continue to work and expose reality and truth of the news like we have always done. Thank you for giving me the time of the day to speak to you guys. I appreciate the moment that you guys gave me to have a conversation and basically promote what we are going to be releasing in the next incoming days. Be sure to be watching our posts. We are going to be posting when are we going to be releasing our compiled video of exposure of what is happening in the war in Culiacán with these two cartels who have been vicious between them on each other. Stay safe, and like we always say, people, God's plan, it is our mission. Thank you.